Hi, this is TK Kuegler from Wasabi Venture Stables. One of my hopes and dreams is to create really well-educated, thoroughbred owners. It might sound funny coming from a person who's running a syndicate that they don't want people to just stay in their syndicate, but I know that the sport needs more owners and people who really understand what it means to be an owner. And one of the things that is very unusual, or things that you wouldn't normally understand, even if as a fan of the game, is what should you be looking for when you go to morning training as a thoroughbred owner. And so I thought I'd give some tips and thoughts, things that a person who is maybe new to being a thoroughbred owner, or even one who's done it before, that it may draw some insights for them on what they should be looking at. Now, the first thing is, you go and you look at your horses, right? I mean, that's one of the reasons you want to be a thoroughbred owner, is you want to go see your horses. But really, when I go in the morning, looking at the horses is almost secondary. What I'm really studying is the operation that's going on with the trainer that I'm working with. So what am I looking for specifically? One, it starts with the simple things. Are they organized? Does it feel when you show up that everyone knows what's going on? All the staff does. There's almost everyone in North America has a board, a chalkboard, or a dry erase board, where they write what each horse is going to be doing and what each exercise person and what each groom is doing. Everybody has their own system, but they all use it. And is that board up to date? Is it organized? Does everybody know what they're doing? That's the first easy thing I'm looking for. Then I'm watching the staff. How well trained is the staff? Does the staff need constant management from the trainer or assistant trainers? Are they constantly being told what to do? That could be a symbol that there's something amiss about the whole team. Maybe it's the trainer's hard to work for, because then there's a lot of turnover and the staff isn't as seasoned as they may want. Maybe they don't pay as well. Also a possibility in the game. So next, I'm looking for how organized are the tack rooms and how clean are they? Is everything organized and out? Is it all clean? Is everything swept down? Or is it a haphazard mess? I've seen both. And honestly, when you have a trainer with a completely haphazard tack room, you've probably got a trainer that you've got other issues with, is my thing I learned. The other thing another thing that I look at is how hands-on is the trainer in the morning. Are they touching horses? Do they physically touch horses and go over their legs? Do they? In some cases, they may even ride. They don't have to, but some do. I want a trainer who's actually physically touching the horses every day. It's important to be an administrator too, but if they can't touch the horses, then you have to wonder how great of a horse person they are. Another thing, an interesting little thing is that much of the staff in horse racing, Spanish is their first language. So I speak adequate Spanish, so I listen to what the staff is saying to each other in Spanish when a trainer may not speak Spanish. And are they saying things respectfully about the trainer? You can sort of get some insights when they think all there is this crazy gringo sitting here who doesn't understand a word I'm saying. These are all things that you might pick up on around the stuff. Another sort of interesting thing is how individualized is the training for each horse? Are they all doing exactly the same, or is it individualized depending on where they are in their training process? Are they all galloping? Are they all going, doing 2-minute licks? If they're all doing exactly the same thing, you might want to wonder why the training is so uniform. You may not be getting the individualized needs that you need for your horse. Another thing is that for the actual care of the animals, do they use leg wraps in the morning when the horses exercise? Or, sometimes called polos. There'll be like a wrap that goes around their legs. Or do they not? Do they use vet wrap? If they're using vet wrap, it's more expensive because you got to use it. It's a one-time use and you take it off. If they're using polos, they're probably being more efficient and probably saving you a few dollars along the way. So if they're not using any wrap, that should be a question for you. Why aren't you using wraps in the morning? I would find that most trainers should be using wraps in the morning, and if they're not, then that should be a red flag for you. Are your horse bathed every day? Is there a process and cycle, and how long? And how long are they hot walked after an exercise and a bathing? How long do they get walked after that? I'm usually looking for about 10 to 15 minutes. To do that, you have to have adequate staff to be able to pull that off. If they don't, they probably don't have adequate staff or the right staff. These are all clues for you as a trainer. And once again, in none of these cases have I told you, am I even looking at the animals? Obviously, I want to look and make sure that the animals are well fed and that they're, getting the proper care and that they look healthy. All of those things go without saying. But what I'm trying to show to you and talk to you about is there's much more to look at than just what your horses are doing. I hope some of that information is really informative to you and gives you another look if you're ever thinking about being a thoroughbred racing owner. I hope you enjoyed it.